Hey everyone, I've got Rosie here and she's getting ready to go home tomorrow. She's been in for board and train for basic obedience. Now, I don't get all the credit on her basic obedience. I don't get most of the credit on her basic obedience. She was started by another trainer. She's somewhere between 1.5 years and 2 years old now. She did go without training for quite a while, so she did need a touch-up. And there were what we would call a couple little holes in her training, some things that weren't maybe finished out as nicely as they could have. So not knocking the other trainer at all, you know, maybe that person didn't have her long enough or something like that. So I just wanted to do a run-through video for her owner and just show how proficient she is. Since she's been here for a few weeks, she's doing really, really well. We actually went forward and went on to some more advanced stuff as well to help her, as she will most likely become a service dog. So, and I also just want to do a generic video for new people out there, people that maybe aren't my clients, and just talk about what I think are the most important things to train a dog. So let's talk about the very first 5 things I like to train a dog. The first one is going to be a focus, or watch me, look, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that you know you're that dog's most important thing, no matter what you might encounter, distractions, whatever it might be. Rosie, watch me. Yes, good girl. Now in basic obedience, I'm usually just looking for maybe a 3-second to 6-second focus. She does even more than that. She's very good. Rosie, watch me. Please. Watch. Good girl, yes. All right, so you can see she's very attentive. She's very good. Now, the second thing I like to train, when I can't make eye contact with a dog, I like to use touch instead. So they're going to touch their nose to my hand. If there's any instance that I'm just not able to turn and look at them, make eye contact, then I want to touch. Touch. Yeah, she was a little slow with that. So you saw she just kind of moved forward and licked my fingers, but you know, her snout made contact with my hand. That's what I'm looking for. Good girl. Touch. Yes, quicker with that hand. Funny. The third thing I like to train, and we're talking puppies to dogs, new puppies, new dogs. These are the first 5 things that I think are most important that can be life-saving. The third thing is going to be a leave it. I did a very extensive video the other day with her doing leave it. She's very, very good at it. We'll run through that really quickly. I'm going to put kibble in one hand. I will reward her with chicken when she does leave it. She's pretty good at this one. Leave it. Yes. So you can actually really see a physical turn away there. This is something, so she knows it. I am still rewarding for it. Taking her on into service dog training, as we're going to be leaving things on the floor. Good girl. Stay. Leave it. Oh, she says, I thought about it. Yes, good girl. As we're going to get more advanced, I'm actually going to be leaving the chicken on the floor, and she'll be leaving that. So I do like to continue to reward on this one. The 4th and 5th things I like to train are stay and recall. Personally, I like to train a stay first. I like to have a dog have a really solid stay before I start teaching them to come to me. It's just the way I like to do it. A lot of other trainers like it the other way around. Your choice. She's got a very, very good stay. Stay. I can go anywhere in this room. I can do different things to distract her, whatever, make noise. And I like to make it difficult for them. obviously she already knows this. I just want to make a point to those of you that are training it. Make sure when you are teaching stay that you go to them to give them their reward. You don't call them to you, because in their minds, they're getting rewarded for the last thing that they did. So if you're working on stay, you're over here, marker word, yes, return, give her her treat, okay? Do not call her to go to you over there, and I want to say the word, because that defeats the purpose of trying to train stay when she's getting released to go to you. So, speaking of that, let's show that. Stay. So she's already trained on it. We can do it. Rosie, come. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Place. Yes. Stay. Rosie, come. Oh, she jumped the gun on that one a little bit. Come back over here. So we practice this day in and day out. She anticipated. I'm not going to knock her for that. She kind of knows my routine. So be very careful when you are training. Try not to get locked into a routine. I think we all tend to do it. Stay. Rosie, come. Good girl. Place. Good girl. So I didn't have her stop when she came to me. She knows it. No big deal. Obviously, she knows place. She really likes these climb platforms. So she does know off, but she really likes to sit there. She knows that's where she usually gets her treats. So we'll see if she's going to do it for me without me throwing a treat. Rosie, off. Good girl. This is taking a lot of work. Good job. Good girl. Place. Yes. So I jumped the gun. So we talked about the first 5 things we like to train a dog. Watch me or focus, touch, leave it, stay, and recall. The next few things I like to work on are loose leash walking, sit, and down. So the leash walking, you're generally kind of already doing that as you're working on the other things. Sit and down, obviously she knows her sit. Come over here, Rosie. Place. Sit. Yes, good girl. Stay. Good girl, Rosie, come. Sit. Yes. Down. Good, yes. She is not quick to lay down. I don't fault her for that. It's just kind of the way she is. We're just working on basic obedience. We can work on getting her quicker at that later on down the line. Again, I'm just trying to make a video to show that she's doing it. She's doing it very well. Sit. I also like to do what we call doggy push-ups when we're training. Come here, Rosie. Come. Sit. Yes. And for this, because it's not something I include in basic obedience, so I'm going to go ahead and lure a little bit with the treat. Doggy push-ups are 3 repetitions of sit, down, sit, down, sit, down. She's already sitting. Good girl. Down. Yes. Sit. Down. Yes. Sit. Down. Yes! Yay, Rosie, good girl! Oh, she says I'll just throw another sit in there. All right, please. Good girl. Off. Sit. Down. Stay. Up. Down. Stay. Yes, good girl. You're a good girl. Place, obviously she knows, we already talked about that. Off. Another thing I like to teach them, Some trainers are going into more intermediate training when they're doing this. I think it's one of the basics, and I did a video with her the other day, is weight threshold manners. Actually, I think I did it with Rodney, her roommate. So the difference between stay and wait to me. Stay is stay. I'm gonna walk away from her. Good, yes. Wait is something I use when I'm standing at a doorway or a gate. Something I just want her to momentarily wait while I open it. We're gonna walk through together, that kind of thing, or about at the same time. You can use that same word, stay, that's fine, it's gonna work. For me, if it's a little bit different, I like to use a different verbal command. So I'll show her doing that a little bit. And then the other thing I include in the basics is kenneling or crate training. She already had all that. She's very good about that. She's very, very good about that, aren't you? So let's get into a little bit of her leash walking. Good girl. Now, Rosie has a tendency, when you go to put the leash on her, she likes to offer you her paw. Please. So what I'm doing with her is I'm catching her from up above and clipping the leash above her. When I do it below, right here, a lot of times she's offering her paw. She really enjoys it, so good girl. So if that becomes an issue for you, just, try it the other way around, do it on top of her head. I think we talked about this in the other video, or maybe with Rodney. She doesn't know an official heel yet. She doesn't know a competition heel, that type thing. You might still hear me use the word heel because I am teaching her, getting her familiar with that word and her learning that that means I want you by my side or I want you to start out in that position. But you're not going to see her doing a formal heel yet. Good girl. Sometimes I'll just, rather than saying heel, I just use let's go or with me, something like that. Good girl, let's go. So you can see, good girl, I'm allowing her the length of the leash. Good girl. She can have all 4 feet over here. Good, yes. As long as she doesn't pull. Okay, now if I want her in a little bit closer, I'm just going to hold the leash a little bit closer over here. And I might just give her a little pop just to remind her, hey, I'm over here, stay with me. So your choice. She's doing pretty well with the leash walking. Good girl. You can see I've just got a very light hand on the leash. And we did a video, I don't remember whether it was her or her brother Rodney. If the leash walking, if they start pulling on the leash a little bit, fix this, use the wall to your advantage. I stepped right in front of her, okay, and just blocked her from going past me. If you can do it or get somebody to do it a few times, they become super aware. They become very good about watching where your legs are. Good girl, yes. Now, another thing that I've done with her that isn't usually included in the basic obedience, we did a lot of work with what I call a ground ladder. So it's just plastic PVC. Looks like a ladder. It's raised up maybe 6 inches, and it has these rungs that she has to walk through. And it just really helps her with her body awareness. I put her on a pivot bowl, put her on a feed bowl upside down, put her front feet on it, and I get her to pivot her hind end around. And that's where you see it just helps them when you want them to turn really nicely. A lot of dogs, if you were to turn into them right there, they would just kind of lock up. They don't understand they need to kind of get out of your way. So this is extra important with her because her owner sometimes uses a wheelchair. So she needs to stay out of the way of those wheels or she will get hurt. But see how I only turned into her a couple times on that wall, and now she's like, oh, I'm not walking past that redhead's leg. Sit. Yes, good girl. You're a very good girl. What'd I do with your chicken? Oh my goodness. And another thing that I worked on with her was her impulse control. She hadn't yet learned, or at least didn't seem to me that she had learned, when I throw a toy, she has to wait and be released to go get it, or just because I throw a toy doesn't mean it's hers or that she's free to go after it. Place. Again, this isn't normally included in the basic obedience package. Stay. But super important if she's going to be a service dog. Stay. Leave it. Now, if this was day one of doing this, she would have had that thing in her mouth so quickly. Good girl. You're a good girl. Stay. I use stay and I use leave it with this one. Whatever you feel like. Both of them work. Leave it. Ah, gotcha. Leave it. Place. So, nobody's perfect, right? I like it when they make mistakes. Sit. It goes to show, hey, nobody is perfect. We still need to work on that. Stay. Yes, good girl. Don't get mad at the dog. They're just learning. Stay. Stay. Okay, go get it. Go get it. Come on. She says, no, you told me to leave it. Rosie, okay, come on. All right. That's it. We're done. I just wanted to show how proficient she is with her basics. I've taken her a little bit beyond the basics. She is a super great dog. She is a wonderful dog to work with. And I'm looking really forward to getting her into some more advanced behaviors. I think she is going to make him as a service dog, and I think she's just going to be just a wonderful dog for a lot of years to come that's really going to help her owner. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.